This is Dr. Donnelly with your Good Doctors Diagnose for Wednesday, April 22nd. I am here today to talk a little bit about video games, especially in the times of COVID. They are a very effective coping mechanism, and I understand that they get a bad rap for a whole lot of reasons, including that games like Grand Theft Auto, which are the ones that are talked about all the time, reward you for excessive violence and excessive sexualization and excessive misogyny. But there are lots and lots and lots of games that don't do that. One of the reasons that games can be very important is that it's a multi-sensory experience that's also very helpful in terms of decision-making with low stakes. Especially in times of trauma, like we are all in right now, it's very important for a lot of people with either anxiety or certain brain types or certain personality types to still be able to make decisions. And right now, every decision feels high stakes. Every single one, like, do I go to the grocery store or not? We're being told we could be threatening the life of ourselves or others. Do I eat this thing right now? Do I make this dish? Well, the supply chain might mean that I might not get that for months. Everything feels really intense. So a beautiful thing is to open up a game like Stardew Valley, which is available on computer and console, and farm in a low stakes fictional valley in the middle of nothing, and the biggest decision you have to make is how long you're going to spend fishing before your energy runs out. There are achievements, you have to do things, you get rewarded, you get those dopamine hits, but the stakes are very, very low. Of course, just like with everything else, this can tip into some really dangerous territories, and there are lots of people that get addicted, and you can do everything, but there's nothing inherently wrong with the game. In fact, the game itself can be very healthy. Even games that are more violent, like Witcher, the Witcher series. I love Witcher 3, in which you are a mutant that kills monsters for a living. I love it. I love Dragon Age, where you are a chosen one who is killing dragons for a living. I also love games like Lego Avengers, where you can pretend to be Tony Stark and fly through the streets of New York and save Stan Lee and collect gold and all this other stuff. For me, they're very important, and they're a lot more restful and satisfying than watching television. Watching television for me isn't multisensory enough, and I can often feel anxious because I can still run while the characters are talking. I will still start running through my to-do list, or I will still start panicking over a decision I have to make the next day because I'm not engaged really in the television, no matter how much I try. There are some exceptions, but not nearly enough. So in a video game, my brain, my ears, my hearing, my hands, and my cognitive ability are all kind of engaged. So there are times I played games, I play them over and over again. My husband doesn't understand this, but I'll play the same game over and over again, and I'll put it on mute and listen to a podcast because I need even more input. This sounds exhausting for a lot of people, I understand. And I'm sure there's a psychologist out there that's watching this going, oh my God, Dr. Kristen, that's really unhealthy. It might be. And I'll talk to my therapist about it once I get out of this hole. But right now, when I am shuttling between making a whole lot of very important decisions in my office to home, where that kind of abrupt nothingness is really difficult. Making decisions about what crops I plant has been really, really helpful. If it is for you too, like I said, I recommend Stardew Valley. You can get it on Xbox, I think maybe also PlayStation, I'm not sure. You can definitely play it on Xbox because that's where I play it, and then also on Steam. If you're new to the world of console or online gaming, the Steam platform is a way to buy and purchase. I just said the same thing twice. To browse, purchase, and play computer games for both Mac and PC. And just like you can play games, console games with other people, you can play Steam games with other people. I have a joint farm going right now, for instance, in Stardew Valley with a friend of mine from the UK. So there's lots and lots and lots of options, even if you don't have a console or you don't know anyone who has one. You may have a computer. If you have a computer, you have the ability to play a game. There's tablet and phone games as well. There's lots of games that can help with some of the decision making. There's a really great puzzle game called Best Fiends that's out there right now for your iOS devices that I love. There's also a lot of stuff like Lily's Garden or Matchington Manor, where you play a match 3 game and then restore something that kind of gives you a sense of accomplishment. No matter if you are technologically connected at all, you have an option to play a game, and it might work really, really well for you. Also, if you're a family at home looking for things to do, the Xbox store just released things like Monopoly and Trivial Pursuit and Jeopardy and some stuff like that that might be a really fun thing to play as a family. Uno as well on there. I'm not familiar with Nintendo, Wii, or Switch, but I'm sure there's stuff on there too. No matter how this finds you, I really hope it finds you that you are healthy and safe, and so is the same for everybody you love. And the Good Doctors will see you next week for more Good Doctors Diagnose.